Messier, we have guests. Maintain dignity.
Dignity?
It's been a while, Salvis. What, 10 years or so? You seem to have aged quite a bit in that time. As a Zodiac Master, you must be free from the usual effects of time. And I suppose you're still trying to change things beyond your control.
Count Zid. And you look the same as yourself 10 years ago. I'm also glad to see that everyone else is doing so well.
Salvis, we share an unpleasant memory that stems from a war long ago. I hope you're not trying to cover that up after all this time.
I discovered the sacred arms of Vesper in Bellatus. You must all need the power of that sacred arms more than I do. If you promise to take care of my friends, I will gladly give it to you.
Salvis, you seem to have the wrong idea about us nobles. That belongs to the royal family. As nobles, we do not gain anything from taking possession of one of the sacred arms. And with it containing so much inherent power, suitable levels of power are required to even summon it. So, we could not utilize it in secret. If we allow you, our long-sworn enemy, to freely roam Arcris in exchange, the trust that we have painstakingly established will crumble away. It's unfortunate, but we cannot help your friends with their request either.
But
we will give you a 1-week grace period. Once that time passes, do not set foot within Arcris ever again. Hopefully, I have made myself clear about our current situation. I do not think we have anything more to talk about.
I had hoped for Count Zid's interest in the sacred arms, but this is bad. Dex's magic is delicately encroaching upon Pan's body, like a dead... I can't think of anywhere else but Ordemus that can Well, I suppose I'm to blame for this problem, so I'll do my best to solve it.
Excuse me? Excuse me. Can you help me? I mean, my little brother. The gravekeepers told me about how you saved them during the mess. That means that I have a favor to ask. Please help me. My brother was declared to be dead from the St. Lapis hospital yesterday. His cause of death, but infected with the plague? That's impossible. He was at the common ward. Everyone else there is still healthy. But they just singled out my brother. And they won't even... There must be some other reason. There's absolutely no reason for...
Rune Hunter, everyone in the hospital is a bit depressed at the moment. Where's the morgue? Shh, Rune Hunter. Someone might hear you. According to regulations, all of the nurses and gravekeepers affiliated with the hospital. Such regulation allows us to focus our efforts on the living. I mean, the door to the basement opens up at midnight every day.
Watch out!
Petre, did you move the corpse from the isolation ward? The Baron has asked to take extra care with that body. Petre?
Your outfit is a bit strange. Are you a new guy? Due to the strange occurrences that's been spreading. However, all of the corpses must be sorted out. All of the test subjects are currently being tested out before delivery. Make sure to maintain order until the sorting.
Attached to this letter are the detailed directions to extract the new substance, Exir, designed by Lady Messier. This substance was first created based on the idea provided by Count Zid. Exir is the pure essence of life extracted from the living by using the divine powers of God Vesper. But Subject 14539 was the son of a blacksmith. He regularly snuck out dried food and preservatives from his food rations. The pity that was displayed by Subject 14539 will... Based on Lady Messier's request, various research is the tri-colored irises, along with the small and pointed ears which resemble Subject 4456's rare and perfectly balanced body proportion.
Researcher Lapham has asked us for assistance. Apparently, everything seems to be in order here.
Count Zid has always mentioned that all hospital workers, because as Subject 19115 has shown, Lady Messier hopes to find a test subject with low threshold for guilt. Subject 23901 is an obese male who used to always write. An interesting phrase was found while examining his notebook. Since Exer is extracted proportionally to the body's weight, I suppose he hasn't.
Have you cleared out all of the nearby locations? I don't recall making something like you. Whatever. I guess everyone is just so busy that they loosened up. All of us are exhausted because it's a lot more complicated than creating regular Oh, I also heard that the hatchery is a mess right now.
Damn it! You surprised me! I almost stabbed you! Can't you see there are a ton of defects? Us researchers refer to those things that hatch prematurely as defects. They're useless. I managed to get rid of some of them, but I forgot to bring... There should be a total of 3 defects I took down nearby. You go on and retrieve some...
Set the wrong time for the hatching. And right when the grumpy ones are what are you standing around for? Dispose of all the newly hatched subjects this time. They've all been contaminated from hatching too early. Hold on. Does that...
dear guest, to the noble mansion of... You must be starving from your travels. Do you like raspberry pie? But, unfortunately, there aren't any raspberries here. I guess I'll...
Inspection! Tell me your name. Только, hey, hey! I can hear your eyes rolling. You're not getting... Halt! Inspection! Hey, hey! You must be a spy. Who sent you? Trial? A mere defect, there's this. Even if you kill me, you cannot hide your flaws. You're a...
Did you have fun? I was quite disappointed. They would just stare at me, without even trying to block my attacks. Those idiots. I believe that each and every one of us is born with a... Which is why I get angry when I see those who neglect their duties. They're all... Yes, that's right. We're all good...
A mistake was made while experimenting with Subject 18458. The eye, in the end, due to the flaw in Subject 18458's eye. The subject seemed to be in great pain and became violent as it... Based on this experience, the researchers were able...
Hold on. Have you been reading the experiment records? Guards shouldn't be able to... Why are you even reading that? You're probably going to forget about it tomorrow. It's strange to see that a guard is acting out of its given Anyway, since you're here, why don't you lend a hand as you're supposed to? One of the There's no need to feel bad. Just get rid of it as quickly as possible. We have plenty of material.
Did you sleep well last night? You don't look so well. I'm sorry if but don't worry. I'll make sure Pan is...
Oh, it's you. Have you thought about it? About my request? What? You'll help? Are you serious? I was so... My brother? He's a 15-year-old, and no one knows this. But there's a unique-looking mole on the bottom of his right foot. Miel is his name. I'm sure he's still alive. Do you think you'll be able to find him? I'm counting on...
Hey, you. Guard. Too many subjects. Researcher Lapin has asked for additional support.
just as Lady Messier spent a long time organizing the members of Arcturus. Baron Zeno has been showing all of the enhanced subjects under his supervision have shown incredible physiques, which can be employed. In addition, he has recently succeeded in bonding to support Baron Zeno's future research. We are planning on...
Aren't you the guard from before? It's nothing big this time. I just need some more materials to complete this subject. But things have been a bit... All of the materials should be scattered around this area. You think you can do that? You'd better be worth the amount of Exer we use.
Hunter. I didn't think I would ever get to see you again. Wait, we don't have time to chat. I actually... Do you have any idea what they are? They're all lost ancient hemomancy, bone cultivation, artificial hearts, brain cloning. This book has all the secrets to overcoming death and creating life. If we had that book back at the hospital, we could have saved a lot more patients. What was it? Rune Hunter? I'm gonna take this book back outside. But before that, there is something I must do. Welcome back. I just finished preparing. Those researchers are all idiots. They know nothing. They claim to be intellectuals, and they boast about their knowledge. But they don't know they're the same as us. They too were raised in the same culture fluid as us.
along with the continuous research efforts, as well as the crucial discovery from subject with the newly extracted Exer. And because the refinement technology has greatly improved as well,
these are enhanced specimens I created. And Silapia Hospital has carried out so much evil by using these evil people must pay the price for their Rune Hunter, please go get some X-Ear to wake these...
You got the test materials? I don't know whose work you are, but you're pretty... What? A plagued patient? There's no such thing. What are you talking about? Hey, are you mutating like Azat mentioned? Oh, wait. Are you... All of those subjects were properly delivered to their destinations. That's none...
Subject 111818, Hayer, specimen of Project Patchwork. This subject was response, increase in learning capability, role adaptation, application ability, flaws, severe mood swings, logical fallacy, aggression, severe symptoms of delusion. Result, defective. Recover its brain to create the next specimen. P.S. Recover all of the specimens
I didn't want to stain my hands with Rune Hunter. Did you get what I asked? What? What is this? That can't be. There must have been a mistake. Why are you showing me this? What's the point of telling me? Is it because I killed the researchers here? But they're... Fine. I admit it. I'm the same kind of monster, but that doesn't give you the... That's right! I may have been created. I'm no longer a test. You're a poor and pitiful being. You've never had... You'll never stop me. I'm like... Incredible. You fought well. Your combat skills, movement, breathing. This is the end of our ties. Never...
Did all the nobles of Arcris participate in the Zodiac? About 10 years ago. And in return for the request I made to him, I made a blood oath to never talk about the events that occur. Because that oath will stay in effect until the day I die, I can't tell you anything specific. It is said that they're able to control the effects of diseases based on Vesper's divinity. Their unusually long lifespan seems to be related to that.
The Baron has requested aid in transporting test material. Keep in mind that he has also granted permission to dispose... Subject 779, inherited destructive ins...
Sorry! You must have been surprised by that attack. This subject's a bit too excited from the experiment. What did you think of that opening line by the subject? All who's... It just doesn't have that feeling of oomph. Anyway, thank you for your opinion. Please stop by...
Unlike the other nations that were able to see quick advancements through the sacred arms found within the Room of the 12 Beings, Artemis had to resort to using a prayer stone to secure Vesper's powers. The clergies of Artemis were able to receive...
Oh dear. I see that you love to meddle in other people's businesses. I understand it's hard to restrain your youthful curiosity, but I'd like to ask if you're truly qualified to be in this place. You don't have to tell me where you got that from. Zid was kind enough to give you a warning, but you dare. If you made it this far, You probably saw everything. I really can't let you leave this place alive. Prepare yourself. This is ridiculous. Damn it. If only I wasn't such a mess. You. I don't know what you're thinking, or what it is you're after. But you'll regret it if you don't keep your mouth sealed.
I'm not sure if I understood that. Which must mean that the strange creatures used... And I've never heard of this substance called... Listen carefully. Just before you returned, I received a message from Viscount Cruz. We should at least have a talk with them before drawing conclusions. I'll get ready and meet you at the forest path lead...
Say the word. Korogomek.
There you are. This path to the mansion. The forest is lit up with lamps that emit the power of runes. And it appears that the nearby creatures are drawn to the sudden invitation, leading to a path filled with creatures. Something just to stay on alert.
I only did what I was told to do by the Viscount. I had no idea what route. As soon as I lit the lamps, all sorts of creatures began swarming, and one of the other servants, Evan, he went out to check out the area and hasn't. What if he got hurt because of me?
Oh dear. I'm sorry you had to see that, from the look of your face and outfit. But it's strange. Kailum, excuse me. If you ever hear a whistle while walking along the forest, be careful. Be...
Come at me, you filthy little crows! Come on, oh! Oh, I don't know who you are, but I appreciate the help. But what did she say? Something about bringing back... You didn't hear anything about the damn thing that controls those man-eating birds? Wait, that's... Damn it, I'm sick of this crap! I don't want to see any more blood! These
You're as pathetic as ever, Lisbeth. You ran away because you didn't want to become a... In some ways, humans and birds are exact...
A rune hunter? I didn't know the nobles had interest in your kind. Surprising. Very well. Then let me ask you another question. Rune hunt. Fine. Let's just pretend this meeting never happened. Leave while you can.
You said you're here because of Hannah. Thank you so much. From what I overheard, the Viscount is preparing to greet some special guests.
Don't answer me, and just listen. But you're not my target. My mission. If you head inside, you'll find a familiar face. A loose end. Watch his fall, and remember, the end of those...
It's quite awkward to ask a stranger for a favor. The chef at the mansion urgently ordered someone. It's my job to deliver the ingredients to the mansion, but if you help me carry the ingredients inside, the chef...